Tonight, a new report from the National Transportation Safety Board recommending 68 bridges across the U.S. be evaluated, and 4 of them are right here in Cuyahoga County. The I-490 bridge, the Detroit Superior Bridge, Main Avenue Bridge, and Lorraine Carnegie. NTSB officials say the bridges should be evaluated with a vulnerability assessment to determine their risk of collapse if involved in a vessel collision. Our Bryant McCrae joins us live with the breakdown of the report and reaction from those living here. Bryant, good evening.
Well, yeah, good evening, Sia. The report coming almost a year after the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore was hit by a large cargo ship, killing 6 construction employees. Now, the NTSB looking at Ohio bridges, making sure that our infrastructure doesn't fall through the cracks. The bridges in Northeast Ohio are pretty impressive, showing off the area's strong history and cool engineering.
I think we have a lot of beautiful ones in the area. I think we're looking at a few.
But as William Shakespeare once said, not all that glitters is gold.
What we are telling bridge owners is that they need to know the risk and determine what actions they need to take to ensure safety.
After tragedy struck Baltimore last March in the form of a cargo ship, Jennifer Humdy, chair of the National Transportation Safety Board, on Friday sharing the NTSB's latest findings on bridges across the nation and what would have potentially saved lives on that fateful day.
Had they ran the calculation on the Francis Scott Key Bridge, the MDTA would have been aware that the bridge was almost 30 times greater than the risk threshold AASHTO sets for critical essential bridges.
Now, the report urging bridge owners across the nation to conduct risk assessments immediately. The report calling out 4 key bridges in Northeast Ohio: I-490, Main, Detroit, and Carnegie Avenue, also known as the Hope Memorial Bridge, along with 2 bridges in Toledo. I-490 listed as a critical essential bridge for travel, meaning it is essential for immediate access to emergency and life safety facilities.
A risk level above the acceptable threshold doesn't mean a collapse from a vessel collision is an absolute certainty. Likewise, a bridge design with a risk level below the acceptable threshold doesn't guarantee that a collapse from a vessel collision won't occur.
Cleveland residents say they're thankful this report is bridging the gap where needed.
Certainly good to raise awareness that there is more attention needed on developing the bridges, and I'm assuming that extrapolates to infrastructure more broadly. So if that raises any awareness to help further some of those efforts, that'd be great.
An eye-opening report for sure, Sia. Now, according to the Cleveland Port of Harbor, more than 13 million gallons of cargo moves through the Cleveland Harbor each year. Back to you in the studio, Sia.
Bryant McCrae, thank you. ODOT released a statement regarding the NTSB report, officials saying it did review bridges right after the incident in Baltimore and determined protections were in place. ODOT officials also say they'll take a second look at the bridges mentioned in the report.